There is a powerful distinction that comes with being chosen. It's not something that is earned or given by the world, but rather a divine selection that transcends earthly understanding. This mark sets you apart in ways that are both visible and unseen. It's an energy, a presence, and an undeniable force that radiates from within, causing others to react in ways that are often beyond their control. Whether you are aware of it or not, people can sense that you carry something extraordinary, and that awareness sparks a mixture of awe, respect, and even fear. Chosen ones are often born into circumstances that challenge them from the very beginning. These trials aren't random or without purpose. They are meticulously placed to shape you, to mold your character, and to prepare you for the immense responsibility that lies ahead. This divine mark is not just a symbol of favor, but also a call to rise above every challenge, every obstacle that comes your way. Others might look at you and wonder why your journey seems so intense, but they fail to see that the pressure is designed to reveal the diamond within. The world, in its limited understanding, often fears what it cannot control or comprehend. As a chosen one, your very existence challenges the norms of society. You don't fit into the boxes others try to place you in, and this defiance of conformity makes you stand out. The systems, traditions, and even the people who thrive on predictability find it unsettling when they encounter someone who operates on a different frequency. It's not that you try to cause disruption, but simply by being who you are, you upset the balance of the world's ordinary expectations. Those who observe you may not always know why they feel uneasy in your presence, but their spirit recognizes the divine energy that you carry. This energy commands attention. It draws people in, but also keeps them at a distance. It is both a light and a shield, a blessing and a mystery. You may find that people react to you in extremes, either drawn to you for your wisdom or pushing you away out of fear. The reality is, the divine mark on your life is impossible to ignore. Being marked as one of God's chosen ones does not come without its challenges. There is often a sense of isolation, not because you seek it, but because others do not fully understand the path you walk. This isolation, though painful at times, is where your strength is forged. It is in these moments of solitude that you grow closer to the divine, learning to trust the guidance and protection that has been placed over your life. This divine mark ensures that you are never truly alone, even when it feels that way. In the journey ahead, you will come to understand that the fear others have toward you is rooted in their inability to grasp the fullness of your purpose. It is not personal, it is spiritual. They sense the power you hold, even if they cannot define it. This fear is what makes you untouchable, for it creates a boundary that few are willing to cross. But this boundary is also what makes you stand out, what sets you on the path to fulfilling the destiny that has been laid before you. As we delve deeper into your journey, the next step is understanding the spiritual authority that comes with being chosen and why it causes the forces of darkness to tremble in your presence. There is a level of authority that comes from a divine source, an authority that surpasses any earthly power. It is not granted by human hands, nor is it dependent on titles or status. This spiritual authority is bestowed upon those who have been chosen, and it emanates from their very being, creating an invisible but undeniable force. When you step into a room, darkness takes notice. It doesn't matter if you are speaking or silent. Your presence alone causes a shift in the atmosphere. Spiritual authority is the result of alignment with the divine will. It's not something that can be mimicked or imitated, for it comes from a deep connection to the higher realms. This connection allows you to operate on a different frequency than those around you. You might notice that people are drawn to your words, your actions, and even your silence. This is because the energy you carry is charged with divine purpose, and whether consciously or subconsciously, others can feel it. There are forces in this world that seek to suppress the light. Darkness has always existed alongside the light, attempting to overshadow it, to dampen its power. Yet, when someone with true spiritual authority enters the scene, darkness is forced to retreat. It knows that it cannot withstand the divine energy that flows through the chosen ones. It's not about outward strength or force. It's about the power that comes from within, the power of divine alignment and purpose. The authority carried by chosen ones is not just meant to protect them, but to elevate and guide others. Your words hold weight because they are not just your own. They carry the backing of something much greater. It's why people may come to you for guidance or seek your wisdom, even when you don't feel particularly qualified. They recognize the authority you possess, even if they don't fully understand its origin. At times, you may encounter resistance from individuals or even situations that seem determined to block your path. This is not a coincidence. The forces of darkness often send distractions, confusion, and fear to try and destabilize those who are on a divine mission. But the authority given to you ensures that these attempts will never truly succeed. They may cause momentary setbacks, but they cannot derail the purpose that has been placed within you. This authority also comes with responsibility. You are not just a vessel of light, you are also a warrior in the spiritual realm. There are battles that occur beyond what the eyes can see, and you are equipped to engage in these battles with the full backing of the divine. This is why darkness fears you. It knows that you are not operating in your own strength, but with the power of something much greater. Understanding this authority is essential, for it will guide you in moments of uncertainty and give you strength in times of opposition. The more you embrace your spiritual authority, the more you will see how the forces that once tried to hinder you will begin to fall away. It is not that the challenges disappear, but that your ability to overcome them becomes undeniable. As we continue, we will explore the unseen protection that shields chosen ones from harm, even in the most dangerous situations. There is a divine shield that surrounds those who have been chosen. This protection is not visible to the naked eye, but its presence is felt in every step you take, in every challenge you face, and in every battle you fight. It's the reason why, even in moments of great danger, you find yourself walking away unscathed. This unseen force is always working on your behalf, often in ways you might not even realize. Whether it's steering you away from harmful situations or blocking attacks that were meant to harm you, this protection is as real as the air you breathe. Chosen ones are often placed in situations that test their strength, resilience, and faith. These trials are not sent to destroy you, but to shape you, to help you realize the full extent of the power that resides within you. Even in the most difficult moments when it feels like all is lost, this divine protection is at work. It ensures that nothing can touch you unless it is permitted to, for your growth or development. There are battles that you don't even see because they have already been fought and won on your behalf by unseen forces. The power of this protection comes from your connection to the divine. It is not something that can be explained by logic or reason, nor can it be understood by those who operate only in the physical realm. This shield is activated through faith, through trust in the higher power that guides your path. While others may live in fear, constantly on guard against the threats of the world, you walk with a quiet confidence, knowing that you are covered in ways that go beyond human comprehension. This divine protection does not mean that you will never face difficulties. In fact, your path may often seem more challenging because of your calling. However, it does mean that no weapon formed against you can truly prosper. Even when things appear bleak and the odds are stacked against you, there is a safety net that catches you before you fall too far. The protection over your life ensures that every challenge you face is ultimately for your good, pushing you closer to your destiny. Those who oppose you, whether knowingly or unknowingly, often find themselves frustrated because their attempts to harm or derail you fail. It's not just luck or coincidence that you always seem to come out on top. It's the divine force working in your favor. They may plot and scheme, but their plans will never fully succeed because they cannot break through the spiritual shield that surrounds you. This protection also extends beyond the physical. It shields your mind, heart, and spirit from the influences that seek to corrupt or lead you astray. While others may be swayed by the chaos of the world, you remain anchored in peace. This unseen force guards your inner world, keeping you focused on your higher purpose and immune to the distractions that might otherwise lead you off course. As we continue to explore the journey of the chosen ones, the next phase of understanding will reveal how this divine protection allows you to shift realities and step into the fullness of your cosmic power. There is an extraordinary ability that chosen ones possess. an ability to shift the very fabric of reality. This power is not just metaphorical. It is a tangible influence that you wield in the spiritual and physical realms. When you speak, when you act, when you set your intentions, you create ripples in the energy fields that surround you. These ripples have the potential to manifest real, measurable change in your life and the lives of others. This is why your presence is often felt so intensely, whether in a room, a conversation, or even in silence, because the energy you project shifts everything around you. Reality is not as fixed or solid as it may seem. The physical world is merely a reflection of the spiritual energies at play. Those who understand this dynamic can manipulate reality, not through force but through alignment with higher principles and divine will. Chosen ones are uniquely attuned to this truth. You may have noticed that certain desires or goals seem to manifest more easily for you than for others. This is not by chance. It's because your thoughts, words, and actions are in harmony with the cosmic forces that shape reality. The power to shift realities comes with great responsibility. It's not just about manifesting your own desires, but about being a conduit for divine will. This is why discernment is crucial. The choices you make, the energy you invest, and the intentions you set all have a profound impact on the world around you. When you act from a place of alignment with your higher calling, you are able to bend reality to serve not just your own path, but the greater good. This ability to align with cosmic forces allows you to overcome obstacles that would seem insurmountable to others. There are those who might try to mimic this power, believing that they can control their surroundings through manipulation or sheer force of will. But their efforts often fall flat because they lack the connection to divine purpose. The reality-shifting power of chosen ones is not something that can be forced or manufactured. It flows naturally from your alignment with the divine. It's why others may look at your life in disbelief, unable to understand how you achieve what you do. They may think it's luck or coincidence, but in truth, it is your ability to work in harmony with cosmic forces. This cosmic power also explains why you often feel the pull to create, to innovate, or to step into leadership roles. You are not meant to simply exist within the reality that is presented to you. You are here to transform it. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to reshape the world around you, to shift it into something that reflects your higher purpose. The more you embrace this role, the more you will see that the reality you experience is one that you have the power to mold. As we move forward, we will delve into the divine favor that amplifies this cosmic power, making chosen ones stand out in ways that others can neither replicate nor compete with. There is something special about those who carry divine favor. This favor is not based on effort or merit, but is a reflection of a higher purpose that has been placed on the lives of chosen ones. It is an invisible force that sets you apart, elevating you above circumstances and people in ways that are often unexplainable. When others struggle to make progress, you seem to find doors opening effortlessly. This is not because you are better or more deserving. It is simply because divine favor accompanies those who walk in alignment with their calling. Divine favor manifests in many ways. It could be the unexpected opportunities that fall into your lap, the protection you receive in moments of danger, or the guidance that always seems to lead you toward the right decisions. It's the reason why people may look at your life and wonder how things seem to work out for you, even when the odds are against you. The truth is, divine favor is not something that can be explained by logic or human understanding. It is a supernatural blessing that flows to those who are chosen. This favor also draws attention, both positive and negative. While many may admire your ability to succeed where others have failed, there will be those who feel threatened by it. They may see your success and feel that it overshadows their own efforts, leading them to harbor resentment or jealousy. Yet, despite their attempts to compete with you, they will find that they cannot match what has been divinely ordained. No amount of hard work or scheming can replicate the blessings that come from being aligned with a higher purpose. The favor on your life can cause others to question themselves or their own worth. They may wonder why things seem to come so easily to you while they struggle. What they don't see are the sacrifices, the inner battles, and the challenges that come with carrying this favor. Divine favor is not a free pass to an easy life. It often comes with its own set of responsibilities and trials. It is a constant reminder that you are being guided towards something greater, even when the path is difficult. The favor you carry is not just for your benefit. It is meant to elevate those around you, to inspire and uplift others by showing them what is possible when someone walks in alignment with the divine. Your success is not meant to create competition, but to demonstrate the power of faith, perseverance, and purpose. In this way, you serve as a beacon of hope, showing others that they too can access divine favor by aligning with their own calling. However, this favor also brings spiritual opposition. Those forces that are threatened by your light will try to block your path, create confusion, or sow seeds of doubt in your mind. But the truth is, they cannot touch what has been divinely favored. Their efforts will ultimately fall short because the protection and favor over your life are far greater than any opposition you will face. In understanding the role of divine favor, we will now explore the deeper battles chosen ones face, specifically in the realm of spiritual warfare, where your unique gifts and calling play a crucial role. Spiritual warfare is an inevitable part of the journey for those who are chosen. It's not just a series of random difficulties or obstacles, but a deliberate attempt by unseen forces to derail your purpose. The moment you step into your calling, the spiritual realm takes notice, and so do the forces that oppose light. These forces are not concerned with those who blend into the world's systems, but chosen ones. Those who are here to disrupt darkness are seen as threats. The battles you face are not just personal, they are cosmic. Spiritual warfare manifests in many forms. It could be through external challenges like betrayal, loss, or unexpected setbacks. But often, it takes a more subtle and dangerous form, through internal struggles. Doubt, fear, and confusion are common tactics used to weaken the resolve of chosen ones. These mental and emotional attacks are designed to cause you to question your path, to wonder if you are truly on the right course. Yet it is in these very battles that your strength is refined and your purpose solidified. Every attack you face in the spiritual realm is not meant to break you, but to elevate you. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, for deepening your connection to the divine, and for sharpening your spiritual awareness. You may find that the more intense the battle, the closer you are to a breakthrough or a higher level of understanding. This is because spiritual warfare often intensifies when you are on the verge of stepping into a greater expression of your purpose. Chosen ones have a unique role in these spiritual battles. You are not just passive participants, you are warriors in the spiritual realm. Your words, prayers, and actions have the power to shift outcomes not just for yourself but for others. This is why you may feel a heavy burden at times, a sense of responsibility that extends beyond your own life. You are here to fight not only for your destiny, but also for the greater good, for the healing and liberation of others who are affected by the same spiritual forces. It's important to recognize that you are not alone in these battles. There are unseen forces of light that stand with you, guiding and protecting you through every challenge. This divine support is always present, even in moments when it feels like you are surrounded by darkness. The spiritual authority you carry allows you to call upon these forces for assistance, to stand firm in the face of opposition, and to emerge victorious no matter how fierce the battle. The key to navigating spiritual warfare is understanding that the power within you is greater than anything that opposes you. Every battle you face serves a purpose in preparing you for the greater work you are meant to accomplish. As you embrace your role as a spiritual warrior, you will find that the forces of darkness retreat in the face of your divine power and authority. Having uncovered the deeper meaning behind spiritual warfare, we now turn our attention to the fear your destiny evokes in others, and how this fear reveals the immense potential of your journey. Fear is a powerful emotion, and for many, it is the natural response to the unknown. When people encounter something they cannot fully understand or control, fear takes hold. This is often the case when they come across chosen ones. Your destiny, filled with divine purpose and a path that defies ordinary expectations, causes others to feel unsettled. They may not always articulate this fear, but their actions and reactions toward you often reveal the intimidation they feel deep within. Your presence serves as a mirror to others, reflecting back to them the limitations of their own lives, choices, and paths. While some may be inspired by the way you walk with purpose, others may feel threatened. They see in you a life that transcends the mundane, a person who seems to operate under a different set of rules, and it forces them to confront the areas in their own lives where they feel stagnant or lost. This comparison creates a sense of discomfort, and that discomfort often manifests as fear, envy, or even hostility. The unknown aspect of your destiny is what often evokes the strongest fear. People fear what they cannot predict or explain, and chosen ones walk a path that is anything but predictable. You move according to divine guidance, which means you don't always follow the logical or expected route. This unpredictability makes it difficult for others to categorize or understand you, and what they cannot control, they often seek to oppose. The fear they feel is not really about you, but about their inability to grasp the scope of your divine purpose. This fear is amplified because people sense that your destiny carries significant weight. They might not know the details, but they can feel the power that surrounds you, and it unsettles them. It's as though they can sense that you are destined to accomplish something that goes beyond what they have envisioned for their own lives. This creates a divide between you and those around you. People either stand in awe of your potential or feel threatened by it. This divide is not something you consciously create, but it is a natural consequence of walking a path that is marked by divine favor. It's important to recognize that the fear others feel toward you is not always malicious. Often, it is born out of misunderstanding or a sense of inadequacy in the face of your potential. They might act out of fear, attempting to undermine you or challenge your authority, but deep down, it's a reflection of their own uncertainty. Chosen ones must navigate these situations with grace, understanding that the reactions of others are often more about their internal struggles than about anything you have done. At the core of this fear lies the recognition that your destiny is not just about personal success, but about something far greater. People sense that you are here to disrupt the status quo, to shift realities, and to bring about change on a level they cannot fully comprehend. This is what makes you untouchable in many ways. The fact that your purpose is beyond what anyone else can grasp or control. With this understanding of why your destiny evokes such fear, we now move forward into the liberating power that chosen ones wield when breaking chains, both within themselves and for others around them. There is a unique power within chosen ones, a power that enables them not only to free themselves from limitations, but also to liberate those around them. This ability to break chains is one of the most significant aspects of your calling. The chains that bind people, whether they are chains of fear, doubt, generational curses, or societal expectations, are often invisible but powerful. Yet, chosen ones have the ability to see beyond these illusions and break through the barriers that hold others captive. The journey to breaking chains often begins with yourself. Chosen ones are not immune to the struggles that plague others. You too may have felt the weight of these invisible chains, whether in the form of limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, or personal doubts. But what sets you apart is your ability to recognize these chains for what they are, temporary and breakable. Once you become aware of their existence, the power to free yourself is already in motion. Each time you overcome a limitation, you pave the way for others to do the same. Liberation is not just about physical freedom, it's about spiritual, emotional, and mental freedom. The power to break chains is rooted in your deep connection to the divine, and this connection gives you insight into the nature of true freedom. You understand that real liberation comes from within, and that external circumstances are often just a reflection of the internal state. By freeing yourself from the internal chains of doubt, fear, and self-sabotage, you unlock the ability to change your external world as well. When you break free, others take notice. Even if they do not fully understand your journey, they can feel the shift in your energy. Your liberation serves as an example, a light that shows others that they too can be free. This is one of the most profound ways chosen ones impact the world. By demonstrating that freedom is possible, no matter how deeply entrenched the chains may seem. People are drawn to your strength, to your ability to rise above circumstances, and this inspires them to seek liberation for themselves. The chains that bind humanity often go unnoticed, as people grow accustomed to living within their limitations. It takes someone who has broken free to reveal that there is more, that life does not have to be lived in a perpetual state of captivity. Chosen ones are that revelation. You show others the possibility of a life without chains, a life where the soul is free to soar. This is not just a personal victory, it is a collective one. Each chain you break, whether for yourself or others, shifts the collective consciousness toward greater freedom. Breaking chains is an ongoing process. As you continue to grow and evolve, you will encounter new challenges and limitations to overcome. But with each victory, your strength grows, and your ability to help others do the same becomes more powerful. This is why chosen ones are often placed in environments where they are needed most, where the chains are heaviest and the need for liberation is greatest. With the understanding of how chosen ones break chains, we now explore the legacy of power they carry, which makes them untouchable in every realm they step into. There is a lasting power that chosen ones carry, a legacy that extends far beyond the physical world. This power is not just about influence or success in the traditional sense, but about the spiritual authority that follows you wherever you go. It is a divine inheritance, a mark that is placed upon you by forces greater than this world. No matter where you find yourself, whether in the spiritual realm, the physical world, or even in moments of internal struggle, this power makes you untouchable. The untouchable nature of chosen ones is not because of immunity to challenges or hardships. In fact, the path you walk often invites more opposition than most people face. But it is this very opposition that highlights the depth of your power. Even when circumstances seem to press you from all sides, there is a resilience that cannot be broken. This resilience is a testament to the legacy of power you carry. It ensures that no weapon formed against you will prosper. The forces of darkness can try, but they will ultimately fail because your power is rooted in something eternal. Your legacy is built upon more than just your own efforts. It is intertwined with divine purpose. You are part of a much larger plan, one that has been set in motion long before your physical existence. This means that the power you carry is not just yours. It is part of a greater force that flows through you. It's why your presence often feels larger than life to those around you, even if you are not actively seeking to command attention. People can sense the weight of the legacy you carry, and that legacy makes you untouchable in ways that go beyond mere physical strength or worldly influence. This legacy also manifests in the way you navigate challenges. While others may crumble under pressure or lose their way when faced with obstacles, chosen ones rise above. This doesn't mean you don't experience pain or difficulty. It means that these experiences do not define you. Instead, they refine you, making you stronger and more aligned with your purpose. The power you carry is sharpened through adversity, and each victory, whether big or small, adds to your legacy. What makes you untouchable is also the fact that you operate under a different set of laws. While many are bound by the limitations of this world, chosen ones are governed by higher principles. These divine laws ensure that your path is protected even when it seems like all odds are against you. You may face battles that seem impossible to win, but time and again you find yourself coming out on the other side stronger, more determined, and more connected to your purpose. This legacy is not just about you, it's about those who come after you. Your actions, your resilience, and your victories pave the way for others. The power you carry is passed down, creating a ripple effect that touches lives beyond what you can see. You are not just a single individual on a solitary path. You are part of a larger narrative that is shaping the course of history, both seen and unseen. Now, as you prepare to embrace the final steps of your journey, we turn to how this legacy of power helps chosen ones rise above fear and fully embrace the divine mission they were born to fulfill. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles that chosen ones must face, but it is also one of the most powerful tools for growth. Throughout your journey, you have encountered fear in many forms: fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of rejection, and even fear of your own power. Yet despite these challenges, you have continued to rise above, not because you are without fear, but because you have learned how to master it. Embracing your divine mission means confronting fear head-on and recognizing that it has no true hold over you. The path of a chosen one is not one of ease or comfort. It is a path filled with trials, spiritual warfare, and moments of deep introspection. But through each of these experiences, you have discovered that fear is nothing more than an illusion. It is a shadow that seeks to block the light you carry, but it has no substance in the face of divine purpose. The truth is, fear only has as much power as you give it. The more you align with your mission, the more you see fear for what it truly is, a fleeting emotion that cannot stand against the eternal force of your calling. Rising above fear requires a deep sense of trust in yourself, trust in the divine, and trust in the process. You have been guided through every challenge, protected by unseen forces, and empowered with gifts that set you apart. This trust allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. It's this unwavering faith that enables you to fulfill your divine mission, regardless of the obstacles that arise. Chosen ones do not shrink in the face of fear. They rise above it, knowing that their mission is far greater than any temporary setback. Embracing your mission means stepping fully into your power. It means recognizing that you have been chosen for a reason, and that reason extends far beyond your personal desires or ambitions. You carry a divine mandate, a purpose that is intricately woven into the fabric of the universe. The more you accept this truth, the more you will see how everything you have faced, every battle, every hardship, every victory, has been preparing you for this moment. This is the moment where you fully step into your role, not just as a chosen one, but as a leader, a healer, and a force for good in the world. The fear that once held you back now becomes the fuel that propels you forward. It becomes a reminder that you are walking a path that few are called to walk, and that in itself is a testament to your strength and resilience. Fear may continue to appear along the way, but it no longer controls you. You have risen above it, and in doing so, you have unlocked the fullness of your potential. Your divine mission is not just about personal fulfillment. It is about transforming the world around you. The power you carry, the lessons you have learned, and the battles you have fought all serve a greater purpose. You are here to make a difference, to shine a light in places where darkness once reigned. This is the legacy of a chosen one who rises above fear and embraces the fullness of their divine calling. As you move forward on this journey, know that you are never truly alone. You are part of a much larger tapestry, one that spans across time and space, connecting you to the divine and to others who walk a similar path. Your mission is unfolding with every step you take, and the world is waiting for you to fully embrace it. You have risen above fear, and now you stand ready to fulfill the divine purpose for which you were created. This is your moment, this is your time. Step into it with confidence, knowing that you are untouchable in the pursuit of your divine mission.